Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about public participation. Public participation is the participation of public in the decision making process, at the implementation process, at the management of the services, and finally delivery of the services. So at every stage of the planning and plan implementation or delivery of the services, public participation is a necessary step that we have to take so that we can ensure that sustainable development is taking place, because sustainable development is the overall development which ensures that optimum utilization of the economic, social, and economic social, economic, and environmental aspect is taken care. So let us see what is neighborhood plan. So it is about a community using land use and development to deliver somewhere to work, shop, travel, live, park, drink, play, eat. So overall, where the people interact with one another and do the basic services like healthcare, educational, and where they live or they work or how they travel from one location to another. This is the smallest scale where human settlement can be found. This is the called neighborhood. Examples of emerging policies. So in sector of environment, neighborhood design guides and places a specific. So in the sector of environment, neighborhood design guides and place specific design policies so that environment is protected and it is integrated into the built environment. Designation of local green spaces within the planning of the area. Coalesces of settlement, how one settlement is interlinked with another settlement. Protection of gardens and open spaces. Small scale renewable energy plants like tapping of the solar energy, wind energy, eh, how solar radiation can be used for the heating and cooling purpose. Enhancement of biodiversity at the neighborhood level by protecting the existing water bodies, existing vegetation, control of the advertisement and protection of traditional showfront. So local economy should be protected and promoted. So in the sector of economy, protection and location of employment is being done. Protection of car parking, town center redevelopment site is being done. Development of workshops, encouragement of working from home is also promoted after the pandemic. New retail in town centers is encouraged. Protection of business uses is also done. In the sector of housing, residential uses in town centers, code for sustainable homes is being promoted. Car parking space in development, meeting local housing needs and occupation of affordable housing is being done. Housing for local older people is also provided. Conversion of redundant building into better housing stock is being done. Neighborhood facilities being developed and maintained. Limit extensions on small properties so that no congested development take place. And at the community facility, there is allotment of shops and building plots, cycle and pedestrian links, protection of local shops and pubs, developers' contribution to improvement of community facility is also done. New community facilities being developed by new housing colonies, development of community hub, protection of community facilities and broadband provision is being promoted. So we must engage with community and other stakeholders of the neighborhood. So who are the stakeholders or at a neighborhood planning level? So these are residents, businesses, and other interest group like developers, financiers, public agencies, those who are providing services, It must be based on sound evidences like demography, who lives where, current or trends, how they are moving from one location to another, why they are moving there, socioeconomic, who works where and at what. So environmental issue also we have to take into account, where is the flooding area, what is the air quality, destinations, heritage, landscape, wildlife. So we have to designate different places or allocate land uses for those specific uses. Transport services, capacity uses, we have to understand infrastructure, we have to understand about capacity, fitness for purpose, and the need for increasing its capacity. Housing stock, what type of housing we have, tenure, conditions, and need, future need. Land uses like potential development sites we have to identify and keep it, so that in future if the population increases, how we can allocate new land for the development. A happy coincidence, healthy designs also mitigate climate changes. So Leeds rating for neighborhood development is based on walkable street, compact development, connected and open community, mixed use neighborhood centers, mixed income diverse community, reduced parking footprint, street network, transportation and demand management, transit facilities, access to civic and public spaces, access to recreational facilities, local food production, tree-lined and sedentary streets, neighborhood schools, green infrastructure and buildings. So these are the parameters on which lead gives rating for the neighborhood development.